Hello, my name is Vanessa. I'm a light worker and I'm here to help. This video is going to be a bit of a tough love video. I'm going to be as gentle as I can in giving you the information that you need to hear. If you are miserable, or I'll even want to go a step further, if the doctor told you that you were going to die today and this was it, this was your last day, are you happy with the person that you are, the life that you've created for yourself, and all of that? If you are miserable, or the answer to this question was no, then I promise you with 100% certainty, you are out of alignment with the person and purpose that you are supposed to be and that you are. So if this is you, where you're supposed to be, the person that you are meant to be, the person that you actually are, and you are aligned with your purpose, you would be here, but you're over here. You're over here. So you need to get back in alignment. If you're miserable, you are out of alignment, and you need to get back into alignment. And how do you do that? This is the part you're not going to like. This is the part where I'm going to trigger you, and you are going to feel a rise of emotions come up in you, almost like a child. But I want to ask you a question. Do you want to stay miserable? Or do you want to feel full and whole and fulfilled and happy, joyful, ecstatic? If you want those things, please keep listening to what I'm about to say. And if you don't, go ahead and turn off the video if you want to stay miserable. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is make some sacrifices. You're going to need to turn off your TV, stop watching TV, stop watching the news entirely, stop watching anything on TV, and stop playing video games. And I can already hear some of you coming up and saying, oh, well, I have to know what's going on in news. Right now, you have to know what's going on with you. You need attention. This is the problem. All of your attention has been going outward, 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 the opposite of where it needs to go. Your attention needs to come inward right now. The most important news that you can understand is what's going on within you right now. So no, you don't need to be watching the news right now. Look out your door. That's the most news you need. Shut off the TV, shut off the news, shut off the video games. And here's the part you're really, really, really not going to like. If you are using any substance on a daily basis, alcohol or cannabis, you must stop as well. Because what this is doing is, some people say, oh, I'm using it as a crutch. You are using it as a full body cast. If you are miserable, and also the answer to that question about dying today, if that was going to be a fulfilled life for you, if that answer was no, and you are using cannabis on a daily basis or alcohol on a daily basis, you are using it as a full body cast to turn away from yourself. This is going to take a great sacrifice. If this is something, a lot of the people who are miserable, this is what they do. They come home from work, they're watching TV, they're playing video games, and they're using cannabis daily. And I can tell you right now, you might really not like this, but alcohol doesn't benefit anyone, anywhere, anyhow. From an energy standpoint, it really does harm, regardless of who you are. And some people can really manage it well and manage to live fulfilled lives using alcohol. But I can tell you from my perspective and from an energy perspective, alcohol is of no use to you. And cannabis, while I find it to be a beautiful and honorable substance on the earth, used for many, many good purposes, a lot of medical good purposes, and even in personal use once in a while. It's great for physical pain. I actually used it for physical pain recently, and I fell in love with it. But I'm not in physical pain anymore, and I've come to learn a lot about spiritual growth, about energy, about connecting with yourself. And cannabis on a daily basis, if you are using cannabis I don't use cannabis at all anymore, but if you're using cannabis on a daily basis, you are using that as a direct way to cover up the reality of which you really need to deal with. So let me ask you again, do you want to be miserable? Or do you want to be so happy and fulfilled that every day you wake up and you think, oh my God, this is beautiful. I am so happy. Okay, this is possible for you, but it's going to take great sacrifice, and you might not be ready. You might have already turned this video off. But if you're still here, there's a part of you that knows what I'm saying is true and knows that it is a great sacrifice because it's hard. You've turned away from yourself for a reason, because it's hard work, it's pain. The only way out of misery is through. You need to take away all the distractions that you have and go completely inward. Yes, you're going to have to go to work. Yes, you're going to have to clean your house, take care of your children. But I'm talking about in the time that you do have, and that time that you're watching TV, watching the news, playing video games, using cannabis, or alcohol, worse. You need to stop doing that and put all of your attention inward. What do I mean? I mean, go out into nature in the quiet, meditate, read books, heal. Figure out what emotions that you're feeling. Dive into your emotions. Your emotions are a compass. They are telling you exactly where you are, and they have medicine and information in there. Extract it. Figure out how to do that. Watch more of my videos. Look up other people's videos. Read books. Whatever you do, you have to stop turning your distraction away from yourself with these things that you're doing. And believe me, I used to do it as well. And I never want to preach that I am above anyone, or I don't believe that. But I can tell you one thing that I am is blissfully happy every day. So you need to go inward and you need to figure out what is going to make you blissfully happy. And I can tell you it's not what you're doing, because if it was working, it would be working. It's not working. What you're doing isn't working. You have to change what you're doing. What you're doing isn't working. You have to change what you're doing. And I'm telling you exactly how to do it. Go inward. Beyond the beliefs that you have, the programming, all the experiences that you've had, your characteristics, even as a person, way beyond that, to the inner you. You need to heal. You need deep healing. We all do. I even still am going through a process of healing that will never probably stop for any of us. We are all going through a continuous process. But it's time for you to start aggressively. Go inward. Stop distracting yourself. You cannot continue to turn away from the issues that you have, the healing that you need, and then think that you're going to be happy. You're not. And I'm sorry, I wish that there was a pill that you could take, or I wish that it wasn't so hard, because I'm going to tell you that it is going to be hard. You need to make a choice. Do you want to be happy? Here is the way. Drop your distractions. Drop anything that is taking away your ability to connect with yourself, and that is TV, news, cannabis, alcohol, video games. Video games are, I mean, just think about it. You are entering into not a real world, and you're completely immersing yourself in something that isn't happening. Okay? This is all fun and games, literally, but we're talking about your life. And if you want to be happy, you need to connect with yourself. And this is going to be painful, and it's going to be hard work. So you have to choose. You can continue on the road that you're doing and continue feeling the emotions that you're feeling, and don't think that you're going to feel any different. If you continue on the process that you are on, you are going to continue to feel the way that you do. And you can make little changes, and those of course are really important. But if you don't change the root problems, then you're not going to get very far. So this is a little bit of a tough love for me. Usually I like to be a little bit more gentle, but I just see and I feel a knowing that I see this happening with so many people, and I feel a knowing that I need to communicate this with you, because underneath your misery is bliss. And I encourage you, go and find it. Find your bliss. Find the beauty, a renewed beauty, that when you walk outside into the world, you go, oh, it takes your breath away. This is possible for you. So I encourage you, do this for yourself and for no one else. I love you so much. I'll connect with you soon. Thank you.